Hello, today we're going to take a look at a new tool, the WLED Wiring Designer. With this online tool, we can quickly and conveniently create wiring diagrams, specifically for WLED. You can see the link to the tool here at the top, wled-wiring.github.io. Let's create a simple example diagram. On the right side, we can see a variety of components that we can use. We simply drag them onto the workspace. We need a power supply, a power plug, a controller, and an LED strip. To make things look a bit nicer, we extend the LED strip and enter its physical length. For example, 2.5 meters. With a power supply, we can also change the voltage and current. We'll keep 5 volts for our 5 volts LED strip and set 4 amps as the maximum current, meaning we're representing a 20-watt power supply, 5 volts times 4 amps. Now we draw the connections. We start with the power supply and the plug. When you move the cursor over a terminal, it shows the purpose of that terminal. Then you can simply draw a connection. A straight connection is created by default, but it can easily be adjusted. A useful feature is that the connection automatically adopts an appropriate color. Next, we connect the LED strip to the power supply, ground wire, and power line. The controller also needs to be connected. Here we can demonstrate that when you drag a wire from the controller to an already existing line, it automatically suggests merging the two. Let's do that. A solder joint is automatically created at the connection point, since in real life you would solder the wires together here. But you could also use spring terminals, for example. Now just the data line from the controller to the LED strip. Done. You can then export the diagram as a JPEG, SVG, or a model. You can also save it online and generate a link to share your model with others. At this point, it's important to note that this diagram is, of course, highly simplified. In reality, you would also need fuses, level shifters, and other components to ensure safe and stable operation. All of these components can also be used in the WLED designer. To demonstrate what a more complex diagram looks like, we can load one of the pre-existing examples. Take a look at this one. Do you know other helpful WLED tools? For example, the WLED calculator, to calculate the power consumption of your LEDs, plan power injections, and correctly size wires and fuses. Or WLED compile, to compile your own custom WLED firmware with the necessary user mods and settings online in just a few clicks. And finally, a quiz question for electronics pros. We've included a mistake in the video. Can you spot it? Then write it in the comments. That's it for today. Have fun using the WLED wiring designer.